doing out there?
Thank you. Lovely to have you with us, and you're joining some other folks who look like the real thing over here. This is Deborah Abbott, and Deborah Abbott plays Xena. And she also hosts her own television show called Geek Unique out of Florida. And she's an animator and all sorts of stuff she does. Oh, also an actress.
Yes.
She's in wonderful movies like Miss Congeniality. And then you want to say something about this guy over here? Because he is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And he fights for justice and truth and purity and all that.
This would be from Frontier Rider Productions, the only licensed Lone Ranger on the planet. Would you please welcome Scott Shepard?
Yay.
How are you?
Well, Deb, you travel all over making appearances very similarly to what Scott does, right?
I do. In fact, I did a show for a toy fair promoting the Briar Horse, Xena's Briar Horse, and I worked with Dusty Rogers.
Really?
So that was fun meeting him. I meet a lot of people being a Xena look-alike.
I bet you do.
I do.
But you also are yourself, and you're yourself on Geek Unique,
Right.
and also when you act, and you were just in
Miss Congeniality.
the hit movie of the season with Sandra Bullock. I understand is Just Darling. You were Miss DC, right?
Yes, I finally got to be in a Miss America pageant. I've always wanted to do that, but I'm Miss DC, and it was great working with Sandra Bullock and Michael Caine.
She just looks so adorable.
She's lovely. She is lovely.
And that was a wonderful movie. It was very uplifting, as is the stuff that the Lone Ranger does. I mean, you come in and you give everybody proper values.
You save the day.
In fact, you were over at the Sunrise Children's Hospital with the maid.
And we are here talking with Scott Shepard and Deborah Abbott. Deborah plays or portrays Xena. She has her own talk show, and Xena has a kind of like a warrior yell.
Would you like me to do it?
Yeah. Are you ready back there?
We're afraid, but go ahead.
Here we go. Wow.
Whoa.
I heard that.
I hear that. Don't mess with me.
That'll wake up the listeners in New York City.
Works for me.
Sorry, New York.
Hi, guys.
So, Xena.
Yes.
You said you made that outfit, huh?
I did make it. It took 3 months.
3 months to make it?
Yes, while I was working on Space Jam, on my breaks, I would sew my leather together.
Wow.
She was an animator for Space Jam.
Yes.
Oh, is that right?
Right.
Wow.
Rugrats, what else?
Rugrats, Prince of Egypt.
That was a lovely movie.
Yes, it was. And I worked on the sequel, Joseph. Several others.
And briefly, we got 60 seconds before we go to the break. What about your show in Florida? What is that about?
Oh, Geek Unique. I co-host a show called Geek Unique.
As herself, by the way.
As myself. I'm called Worldwide Deb, and I interview a lot of comic book writers and artists and actors that star in X-Men.
You should have Scott on your show.
I mean, we most definitely should.
You guys are like
It would be unique, that's for sure.
Well, listen, we're going to take a break and give the stations across the nation a chance to identify themselves.
Hi-oh, Silver, away!
He would go.
Something like that, yeah.
Could I ask a question?
Certainly.
Did you know how to ride horses before this?
Yeah, I've been riding since I was about 7 years old, but of course, you have to constantly get back in the saddle to retrain
Well, you grew
yourself.
up in upstate New York.
I did. A lot of horses up there, about 300 rodeos a year in upstate New York. So that's where I got my cowboy start.
I used to have a horse.
And Deborah
Did you?
grew up in Texas, so
And I had horses,
Did
3
you?
of
I
them.
suspected you
certainly
might
did.
have.
I've been thrown off several times.
haven't we all?
They are the Rat Pack.
All right, sweetheart, let's do it. She gets hungry, therefore dirty. Loves the theater, never is late. She never bothers with the people she hates. Sing it, Dave.
That's why, lady, is tramp.
Hey, listen, guys. Don't go to Coney. Malibu is fine.
Oh, yeah, man.
Love the French Riviera. In season divine, you know. Refuses to believe, baby, that Connie Gary, you're a friend of mine. 'Cause
That's why, lady, is tramp.